Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we are doing the full tour of my city, Oneztopia, with my friend hidden in the map. So without any further ado, let's just begin right away. Alright, so now we're in the middle of the city, and if you can see my friend, yeah, we're gonna kick her out eventually. So let's begin with the apartment over here, which you might remember. And all the apartments are still not fully decorated because I am leaving majority of them empty for my friends to decorate actually. So here we have apartment number 1 where we can look inside, and as you see you have a pre-made kitchen and pre-made living room. So it's like a pre-made area, and then my friends or whoever else is going to be in the city can decorate it slightly more to how they like it. Then it comes with an empty bathroom, which I am not bothered to actually decorate because I don't want to make more bathrooms in my life. And then there's an empty bedroom for them with an actually pretty decent window. I mean, it looks like it's covered, but you actually see pretty clearly, and it's very nice with the sunlight. So yeah, that's nice. Then we can actually just move on over here to number 2. Oh, no, I'm not changing decals. Oopsies. We can just go to number 2 over here, and again, it's the same, but they have slightly different design. So each kitchen, living room situation here is different in all the apartments. So we can now just go all the way up to the top floor because that's where my friend is. Well, not my friend, but like, you know, where one of my friends live. So this is an apartment of one of my friends who has started doing a little bit of decoration, you can see over here, but it's not that much. And then we can actually go to the rooftop where they have access to a nice little rooftop area. So, you know, there's a little lounge, some seating, and then a barbecue place so they can, you know, cook some food. Then we can go to the other side and, well, it's pretty much the same. It's just a little bit smaller. So, you know, everyone has a little space for themselves in case there's 2 people at once who want to be on the roof. Then we can go all the way down and... oh, that's a lot of stairs. We can go into the restaurant, which is right next door. So here we have a restaurant which people are allowed to enter and eat food in. And it's, you know, it's pretty basic, nothing much. It's going to be decorated a little bit by the owner, whoever decides to own it. So I'm leaving a little bit of decoration for some of my friends, whoever wants to work here and be the owner. Then we can move on to the next apartment, which is over here. And this is where I live, actually, but we can first go into the cafe, where this is called the Cafe Lover. And it's, you know, a very cute cafe. It's very nice and beautiful. And then we have some bathrooms over here for the guests, obviously, because yes. And, you know, here we have some staff area where they put all their trays after everyone is done with their food. And then there's the kitchen. You know, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Then we can exit the cafe and we can go into the building itself. So we can now go into here and we can now visit someone. So I'm just going to, you know, go up here and, hi. You're being evicted. Yes. Get out. Get out. Get out. I'm just kidding. Okay, get back in. Okay, bye. Nice meeting you. Bye. Yeah, that was my friend. We just ignore her. Then we can go all the way up now because only my apartment is done in this building. And this is my apartment, as you can see. It's a nice little cozy living room with a fireplace. We have a TV, and then we have a nice spacious kitchen over here with a nice dining table, and then my music room where I do music stuff. And then we can go into my bedroom over here. So this is my cozy little bedroom. We have a nice giant bed up here with the limited IKEA shark over here. And then we have a little guest bedroom on the other side for, well, in case one of my friends want to stay over or something. You know, you can never have enough. And then we have my little bathroom over here, which is really nice. I like this bathroom a lot, surprisingly. But, you know, that's pretty much it. Oh, actually, wait, I forgot. I have a little balcony for myself too, which also my friend does, but she has nothing in there, sadly. But then we can go back in and we can just go all the way down because now we can visit the other part of this building at the bottom. So we will just walk down all these stairs, very exhausting. And then we are at the bar, which is from my hotel, the Grand Luxury Hotel of Ones. So there is, well, you know, a little bar over here, and it's very inspired by the Grand Luxury Hotel of Wands. And then we can exit, and also there is the rooftop of this apartment as well. So back to climbing all these stairs again. So we're gonna go all the way up to the top floor. I did not really plan this correctly, but we have a rooftop area for everyone who lives in this apartment, which includes me and my friend, and it's, you know, just a little lounge area. It's actually pretty big, and then we have access to a garden at the top, so you can walk up, and then we have a whole garden up here. So, and it's all private, only we can access it, us who live in this apartment. So yeah, and very unethical way to get down. I'm gonna just jump off this building. Totally didn't break my legs or anything. Then we can move on now to the next apartment, which is this one. But we can first visit the bottom of it, where there is a gym. So there's a little gym here for people to work out. And then at the back side of it, which is like the abandoned ghetto area, we have a little like club bar situation, lounge. It is very messy and chaotic. I haven't bought the Bloxburg stuff for the bar because I'm broke. Okay, I need money. I'm broke. Then we can go back up, and then you see we have a little lounge area here with more IKEA furniture because they just kind of matched the vibe, you know. And this place is called Vintage Street because, well, yeah, it's just yes. Then we can actually go inside the apartments. So we will go all the way up now. We will just enter through here, and this one has some pre-build. So here, as you see, this one has a more vintage number look because it's a vintage styled apartment. And then, oh no, I'm supposed to exit. Then this one is more modern because this one is like a modern aesthetic. So here we have a little living room with a dining table and some couches and a whole kitchen that comes with it. And then if we go upstairs, there is a different design where this one uses this particular design, but it's the same kitchen and it's just like, you know, slightly different. And then if we go upstairs again, we enter the one with the IKEA furniture, which I also custom made this couch of, so it looks more, you know, normal. And then we can go all the way up again where we visit my friend's apartment. So this is my friend's apartment, which I also pre-built for her, and she never really decorated it here, so yeah, that's fun. And then we can go all the way back down again. These stairs are honestly annoying, but you know, we deal with it. And then there is the entrance from this side too, so yeah, there's two entrances for this building, and it's also the same for this one. There's another entrance over there. Well, I'm gonna give this bike a fine, you know, ticket fine. Anyways, then we can move on now to the last apartment, which is this one. So this apartment I think is the emptiest because I am leaving this one a lot for friends to build, because obviously this is gonna be like a last apartment thingy. We will just go straight up to the 5th floor where we have a little idea of what it is. So this is like the living room and this is the kitchen. So you get like a little idea of how it looks like. It's a pretty small apartment, but it definitely is good for, you know, a one person. Then we can go in again and we can go up to the top floor where we will visit another apartment design where you see it's slightly different, but you know, you get the same vibe idea. And then on the other side, I think there's also, yeah, there's a bit of stuff built, but again, it's not that much. Well, this one is for 2 people actually. So here you have a bedroom, and then here you have another bedroom, which is slightly bigger, and then you have the bathroom over here. So yeah, there is different options for everyone, depending on how many people are staying in the apartment together. Then we can all go down all the way again. My god, these stairs are honestly making my brain go dizzy. Then we can actually enter the parking area. So here there is a staircase which you can go down and you get access to the underground parking. So this is where you would park your car if there wasn't space upstairs, and then you would just enter through here to go all the way up, and then you're in the city. And then you can also see that there's a lot of lounges everywhere, so you can, you know, sit and everything. And then we can actually enter our supermarket. So we will just walk by here, across here, and we're now at the supermarket. So this is the supermarket where we have a little buffet area for food. Then there is all the necessary stuff for the bathroom or the kitchen over here. Then we have some random stuff which I just filled here because I needed something. And then here we have all the veggies, which is very much. Then we have these custom things where you can interact with and take obviously the correct food item for it. With custom decals, which I made here. And then we have more stuff over here. And then this is some other food supply stuff. Then we have, of course, a drink dispensers over here, or fridge, mainly, not dispensers. Then there is, of course, all the frozen food stuff. I was not gonna make a lot of custom stuff right now and label everything. I'm too lazy for that. But then we can exit the supermarket, and that is literally the only thing in this apartment. But with that, that is actually the whole city itself. It is a really beautiful city. I love it a lot compared to my other cities which I've made, which is Neon Fog City and the Cyberpunk Fog City. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.